Besides being one of the most famous actors in the world, Sylvester Stallone is a great bodybuilder. But have you ever wondered how the famous star lives? In this video, you will learn all about the net worth of Sylvester Stallone. Net worth. Sylvester Stallone is an American actor, screenwriter, producer and director who has a net worth of $400 million. Sylvester Stallone is easily one of the most famous and beloved action stars of all time. After launching to superstar status thanks to Rocky, Stallone became one of the highest-paid action stars of the 1980s and 1990s. He has written and produced a handful of highly successful franchises including Rocky, Rambo, and The Expendables. As of this writing, Stallone's movies have generated more than $4 billion in global revenue. Unlike most Hollywood stars, Sylvester has written, produced and/or directed many of his major franchise movies. Career. Sylvester Stallone, born on 1946 in Hell's Kitchen. Stallone's first starring role was in The Party at Kitty, a softcore adult film he explains he did out of desperation after being evicted from his apartment. He was paid $200 for 2 days of work. His first few early film roles were minor, including an uncredited role in Woody Allen's film Bananas in 1971. He also had an interest in screenwriting, and in 1975, inspired by a Muhammad Ali vs. Chuck Wepner fight scene, he wrote a screenplay about a struggling underdog thug with ambitions to become a professional boxer. Stallone reportedly refused to sell the script unless he was the star of the film. He held out until he found Irwin Winkler and Robert Chardoff, two producers who were willing to let him play the lead role of Rocky Balboa. In 1976, Rocky was released. Stallone gained immediate A-list status and world fame with his starring role. The film was a critical and box office hit, and went on to earn $117 million at the box office and 10 Academy Award nominations. It was up for Best Picture against other now-classic films such as All the President's Men, Network, and Taxi Driver, but ultimately Rocky clinched the win. It also nabbed awards for Best Directing and Best Film Editing. Rocky II was released in 1979, followed by two more in the 80s, and Stallone continued to enjoy box office success. In 1982, Stallone launched another critical and box office smash with his role as John Rambo in the action movie Rambo: First Blood. 3 sequels were made after the first film. In preparation for both of his roles as Rocky and Rambo, he adhered to an incredibly vigorous training program, 2 workouts a day, 6 days a week, and more exercise in the evenings. He reduced his body fat percentage to an all-time low of 2.8% for the third Rocky installment. 1987 saw Stallone beginning to face a decline in popularity when he starred in Over the Top, a box office flop that fared poorly amongst critics. In the 90s, he released Rocky V, which was yet another box office disappointment. He attempted to make movies in the comedy genre, but was met with critical and commercial disasters in the form of early 90s movies Oscar and Stop or My Mom Will Shoot. Stallone enjoyed a brief career warm-up with Cliffhanger in 1993, which grossed US $170 million, as well as 1990's Excess Daylight, but by the early 2000s he was acting in a string of box office disappointments and critical letdowns. Stallone took a 3-year hiatus, and in 2006 had a comeback with the 6th Rocky film. He wrote, directed, and starred in critically acclaimed Rocky Balboa, which had a budget of $24 million and made $155.7 million worldwide. He also reprised his role of Rambo in the 4th installment of that series, Rambo. In 2010, he wrote, directed, and starred in the successful The Expendables, which went straight to #1 at the box office upon opening weekend. A sequel was released in 2012 to similarly positive reviews and a #1 slot in the box office. In 2015, Stallone added another chapter of the Rocky series with a spin-off film, Creed. Directed by Ryan Coogler, the film focused on Adonis Creed, played by Michael B. Jordan, the son of Rocky's rival Apollo Creed. Stallone received widespread acclaim and his 3rd Oscar nomination for Best Support Actor. Creed II, released in 2018, was also met with positive reviews and a $35.3 million opening weekend. The 5th Rambo movie was released on September 20, 2019, and grossed $91 million worldwide. House. Sylvester Stallone has plenty of properties here and there, but recently, he has owned a house in Beverly Hills at a whopping price of $10 million. Car collection. Sylvester Stallone has plenty of cars in his collection. He loves American muscle cars, but he also has sports cars. Stallone owns a Bugatti Veyron, Bentley Continental GTC, Chevrolet Camaro, Mercedes-Benz SL65 and many others. Girlfriend. Sylvester Stallone has found himself in between girls plenty of times. He married 3 times in his career, but he has been in a relationship many times. Before his 3rd marriage, he was seen with Angie Everhart, and he was also engaged with Janice Dickinson. Awards. Sylvester Stallone has won many awards and accolades in his career. Some of the most precious ones are Star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, International Boxing Hall of Fame, and Motion Pictures Golden Globe Award for Best Supporting Actor. He has been nominated for various awards. He has been nominated 3 times for Oscar. He has been nominated for 2 Academy Awards. This was the net worth of Sylvester Stallone. Who do you want to see next time? Let us know in the comments.